Hey loves, it's your girl chanellenovosey and happy December. I cannot believe that it is already December 1st, 2022. What happened to the year? It literally flew by. I am excited to announce that I'm going to be doing 31 days of December. I'm going to be vlogging every single day for the month of December to get myself back into this YouTube game. It has been a minute since I've uploaded, and I know if you guys were watching the previous podcast that I started, you just might like it, which was more about like game night, having fun, trying vegan food, all of that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll give a video separately about why I wasn't able to continue that podcast. But we are in this. I'm going to push myself and commit myself to 31 days of December, uploading every single day, a daily vlog, even if it's a few minutes. You will see me every day in December, so hold me accountable. Message me if you haven't seen anything, okay? So this is officially day one of not necessarily vlogmas, because I don't celebrate holidays or Christmas. So this is just me getting back into the YouTube game, doing day one of 31 days of vlogging myself, unashamed vlogging myself for the month of December. So just want to give you guys like a really decent story on what's been going on with me and why I quit YouTube and stopped recording. Like really kind of like 2018, 2019 was like my last DIY. I know you guys haven't seen any DIY content in a long time, okay? So I do feel like you guys deserve an explanation. You guys are my family. You guys have helped me grow so big on YouTube, and I'm extremely thankful, super thankful. But I've changed like so much, but you deserve a reason and you deserve to know what happened. So this is that video, all right? So let's take it back to 2018. All right, so 2018, I just kind of really lost my passion for doing DIYs. And if you're related to me and you already know my family, and I'm very private with my family, I do not like to talk about them nor show them or anything like that. I've just always been an extremely private person. But my father began to get sick in 2018. And, you know, off and on hospital visits. I won't get too deep into it, but he transitioned in October 2019. So it was really hard for me to stay consistent with uploading videos, with going through all of that. It was really difficult, very, very difficult. So he transitioned in October 2019, and I missed him so much, so very much. And, you know, my heart goes out to my family who is watching this as well. I know that that's like a very sensitive subject for all of us. So that's what happened in 2018, 2019. So then pandemic hit February, March 2020. And while dealing with grieving, I was also trying to stay consistent as a content creator. But just grief was just knocking me. Like, to be honest, I really had a hard time uploading and staying consistent. Like, I lost interest in everything. And you know, in a separate video, maybe just throughout this month, I'll kind of deep dive into like what my grieving process has been like, because it has been hard. I couldn't do like Etsy or sell on my shop or anything. It was very difficult. So I know I'm like shortly briefing over it, but it was way more to it than that. I mean, I've been in therapy and trying a ton of other coping mechanisms to deal with grief. So 2020 pandemic hit. I live in Georgia. I do not live where my family lives, in my hometown of Minnesota. So at first it was like, okay, we get to work from home, it's lit, all of that. Like, we'll be out of this. We'll be out of this soon. That did not happen, as we all know. And, you know, the months continued to go by, and we began to be in the house longer and longer. And I went through like a big spell of depression, to be honest. Not vocal about that at all, but, you know, I'm sure my story is going to help other people. So I went through a huge depression. So I had my father's passing, COVID-19, you know, just being really worried about people getting sick or myself. And then the riots happened with George Floyd. and my anxiety went through the roof. And it's something about living somewhere that you see on TV and all these things are happening and you're not there. As you all know, God bless George Floyd and his family. My family lives in Minnesota. So all the destruction, all the things that were happening, I was witnessing from Georgia. It's a very scary time for me. And I know I'm briefly going over this, and I apologize. Vulnerability does not come easy to me with the internet. If you know me close and intimate, I'm very vulnerable with people. But the George Floyd thing, but the George Floyd situation and being in my hometown as well really affected me. So I was cranking up self-love and therapy. So as that began to progress and all the marching and the burnings of the buildings and, you know, hearing the outcries of my family, you know, all the places that they could grocery shop and stuff like that, everything was burnt down and gone. Yeah, so that was kind of hard to go through, pretty hard to go through. But everybody in the community, well, most people came together and, you know, they rebuilt Minneapolis. And there's a lot of places that still have been affected. So I don't mean to speak loosely about these things. I'm just briefly trying to catch you guys up on what's been going on. So that happened. And then other things, of course, happened. You know, other hard things to deal with. But let's fast forward to October 2020. On the same day that I lost my father, I lost my best friend. And he's been on the channel, my best friend David Davies. He was a teacher in North Minneapolis. I can't speak about his demise, but I lost him in 2020. Yeah. None of these people I've lost from COVID or anything like that. All from separate situations. That plus losing my father, plus the pandemic, then losing my best friend, I checked out. Like, mentally, I had no strength for anything. Like, the depression that I experienced was so hard. And I know it's supposed to be like a really upbeat video, you know, beginning of like vlogging. I have to get these things out so we can move forward, and you deserve it. So that happened, unfortunately. It was really rough. And my life has literally never been the same since my dad and my best friend has left. And I'm still trying to put the pieces together, still trying to make sense of everything, still trying to get up in the inside, still trying to put a smile on my face and feel like myself. And I don't know if it will ever happen, but I'm trying. You know, we're giving new days every single day, and every new day that you have is an opportunity to just take advantage of the life that you have. So I've been trying to get up with all of those events that had occurred. So when my best friend passed, my brain literally went into shock, and I suffered from it. I don't know what it was. The doctors really didn't know what it was. I had challenges speaking. I began to stutter, and my brain just was off. I was having loss of sensation in my fingers, and I think when you suppress things so much, you get to a level where you just can't suppress anything anymore. Your brain just can't take anymore. So I began to have like physical things showing that was like, it was like grief showing up all over my body. yeah, it felt like tremors. That's what that was the medical term that they diagnosed me with, was tremors. Like my hands would shake uncontrollably. I couldn't hold anything in my hand. My hands would just shake. I couldn't like focus and like hold anything in my hand. I remember when he passed, I was trying to like hurry up and wrap up my orders so I can get back to Minnesota for his burial and to be there with friends. And it was extremely difficult. And I had to shut my Etsy shop down for months. I just couldn't. So of course I couldn't make YouTube content either. It just, you know, some people have that strength where they can just, I just couldn't. So that happened. And honestly, those are some of the biggest things that have happened in my life in the last few years. You know, in addition to inflation and trying to survive and still working and, you know, all the other things that have transpired within the last few years. So I've had my ups, my downs. I went vegan in July 2019. I think it was July 2019. I went vegan. That was really great for me. I lost about 15 to 20 pounds in like the first 2 months. Had a lot of energy, but then I started to have ailments and illnesses, and I'm still battling some of them. And I don't know if it's from veganism or not getting enough like nutrients and stuff, but that's a whole separate video. Currently I am healing from bursitis. So I've had like a few like medical things going on, MRIs and all type of stuff. All that to say, I'm still here, I'm still pushing, I'm still living, and I'm thankful. So I know that got pretty dark, but it's my story. And that's what I plan to do over the next few days, weeks, and for this whole month of December. Unashamed, probably unedited. Just get on the camera, in front of the camera, and just talk. Even if I mess up, this is me. So, welcome to 31 days of December of me vlogging. I'm sure I'm going to unlock some things, talk about some things that, you know, I've healed from or currently healing from. Being vulnerable and discussing everything. If you're interested in why I don't celebrate those things, just comment below. I missed you guys. I am still healing from grief. I have days of very depressive, you know, depression, very heavy depressive days where it's hard to get up, to get dressed, to do anything. Listen, this is the most dressed up I've been in so long. Unless I'm like going out with friends or doing something, I hardly ever get dressed. But I'm gonna change that. And that's what all this is about. But just stay tuned. You're gonna see me just unashamed and sharing myself. You're gonna see me with no makeup. You're gonna see me cook. You're gonna see me do some vegan dishes. Get on here and talk deep and introspective about some spiritual stuff. You're going to see me just, maybe I have some fun, go out, who knows. But this is me showing you what my life looks like for the month of December. So I hope you stay tuned for it. I hope it's not too heavy. Let me know if you want to know what I did to help with anxiety, to help with, you know, depression and all that. What I do for grief, what I continuously have to do to deal with grief. You know, how do I connect with myself? How did my spirituality change within this last few years? Because it has. I've expressed that at the intro of my video for my new podcast. I discussed, you know, I just don't believe in the same things that I used to. I've had to unlearn a lot of the stuff that I learned in my childhood and not because of my parents or anything, just things we weren't taught, you know, as a Black person. And I've tapped into, you know, Black spirituality, who I am as a Black woman. And it's been really dope. It's been so cool. But I've changed so much. It's literally night and day who I am when you guys knew me and who I am now. So I hope you'll still receive me and love me, and I'll do the same with you. Let me know what you want to see, what content that you want to see. Should I bring DIYs back? The world is officially back open again. So, you know, I'm not against getting back into the DIY world. I did stop it because I did lose the passion for it, but slowly I'm feeling the itch to create some DIYs again. I feel like people, I don't think they really stopped getting married, but I know a lot of people postpone things because, you know, family couldn't get together and stuff. So I'm open to doing DIYs again. But that's been my journey, y'all. I know I got a little sad, but that's been my journey. That's why I stopped. I do want to start back up again. I do want to give you some great content, and I just wanted to really sit down and actually tell you what I've been dealing with. So thank y'all so much for watching. Literally, these will be short videos. It won't be super long, so just take a couple minutes out of your day just to watch my daily vlogs for the month of December. I greatly appreciate it. Comment below, let me know what you want to see. Are you interested in being a vegan? If not, whatever, it's no big deal. You know, if you are interested in like having a healthier lifestyle, let me know what you want to see. Let me know if you're interested in what teas, herbs, and stuff that you can use to heal you of any ailments that you may be having. I'm big on drinking teas and herbs and stuff. Yeah, I'm just excited. So we're gonna get started. I won't like string this along any longer. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that if you enjoy my content just in general, you show this page some love. Show this page some love. Give me a like on this video. Also make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell. All the stuff that they say, but truly, you know, it is a way for you to stay tuned so you won't miss anything. And if you're here and you like this content, you might as well follow. So you'll also be seeing some stuff from my cat Nano. Some of y'all already know him, but I do have a cat. He is wonderful, and I adopted a second one a few weeks ago, like a few months ago. I think it was like September, October, and she's such a blessing. Her name is Caroline. We haven't officially gotten her an Instagram page or anything, so yeah. Anyway, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. I will be back every single day. Every day you'll see me. Every day in December you'll see me. I'm gonna manifest that because I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be consistent. Yes, I'm back officially. All right, see y'all tomorrow. Bye.